Hello, and welcome to the World Issues Talk Show. Today, we will be discussing the topic of human trafficking. This is a worldwide problem and it needs to be addressed. Today, we have one of the most successful traffickers himself, Cullen Shaver. Also today, we have a few victims that have been affected by trafficking, Brady and Jan. If I talk to them, we hope we can get some answers.
And now coming to the stage is Cullen.
Thank you for being here, Cullen.
Do you believe what you're doing is okay?
Yes,
And why?
because I need the free labor.
When did this process of trafficking people start?
For me, or
Yeah, for
For you.
about 15 years ago,
And when did it start just in general?
about 1400s or a little bit before that.
Interesting.
Why do you do this to these people?
Well, I think that, I need them to work for me. And I
Okay.
don't have to pay them.
What do you use them for other than? What do
It's
you
kind of an awkward question. I use them mostly for agriculture, and other kinds of forced labor, but I also use them for sex. So, yeah.
How do you think this affects their lives?
It makes me happy, but I don't know about them.
Okay. Who do you do this to?
Men, women, children, mostly women.
Where does this all happen?
Well, it happens all around the world, but I don't know.
All right. How do you go through the process of trafficking?
Well, they're usually sold to me, and then I just take them to a shop, make them work, or some other things.
Okay.
Do you ever use any medicines on them or drug them?
Yeah,
How do you? Are they all from America or are they from other places in the country?
they're from all the countries, but most of them are in Europe.
How would you ship them over to America then?
We would probably drug them and then put them on the ship and then they would come over to America.
And now coming to the stage we have Jan and her son Brady. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks for coming. Take a seat. Okay. How were you dragged into this process of human trafficking?
We were at home and a person came through our front door and threatened to kill us if we didn't get in their van. And that's pretty
Did
much
they
what happened.
drug you?
Yeah,
Were you shipped by a boat or taken by
yes,
a van?
we were taken by a van to a ship and then shipped.
What kind of work were you forced to do?
We were forced to do work in the fields and work in factories.
Were you guys ever raped?
Plenty of times.
Okay. How long were you imprisoned?
For about a year and a half
And where were you kept captive?
in a basement.
In the basement? Were you guys ever kept in like a warehouse or anything?
No, after we would work in the factories and stuff, and then he would throw us down into the basement.
Were you guys ever like move from place to place, or did you stay at the same place for a year and a half?
We stayed at the same place.
Where were you originally from?
We were originally from New Mexico.
Okay, so how did they bring you over by like a van or?
What?
Yeah, because you guys were in a van and then you went on a ship and you were shipped over here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Were you with other family when you were taken, or was it just you two in the house?
It was just me and my son.
Did you have any other family back home?
Yes, we did. We had his grandfather.
And how many of you guys were rescued out of the people that were in the basement?
There were 200 of us.
And you two were the only two rescued?
Yes.
How were you rescued?
Well, I was SWAT team kicked down the door, and we were the only two people out in the open, and they rescued. We were the only two to be rescued.
Well, thank goodness you guys got rescued. It was nice to have you here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. As you can see, this is a horrible problem that is affecting so many people around the world. Normal families are being split apart, used, and totally destroyed for the desire of someone else. Is that fair? No. Even the Catholic Church agrees that this is a crime and goes against the right and dignity of the human person and basic rights of a human. You may think that there is nothing you can do about this, but you're wrong. You can help in small ways, such as boycotting buying manufactured goods so the slaves don't have to work. If you are suspicious about someone that you think is holding others captive, tell the police. There's nothing wrong with being cautious. Thank you for watching World Issues Talk Show, and a special thanks to Colin, Brady, and Jan for coming in. And now coming to the stage, we have Jan and her daughter.
Daughter?
And now coming to the stage, we have Jan and her daughter, Brady. And now coming to the stage, we have Jan, the mother of Brady. To the stage, we have Jan. And now coming to the stage, we have Jan, the mother of Brady. Did they abuse you?
Mm-hmm.
How?
What is so funny about abuse? Forced to do.
Hard labor, and we were raped.
We haven't asked you about that yet. You can't say that.
Or you rescued.
Person broke in.
Colin's laughing in the back.
Well,
It was 200.
So,
oh my god.
Jonathan!
Oh my god.
Dude, we gotta do.
You were a raper.
Oh my god.
Alright.